Hey guys, welcome back to the Beef and Barnzy channel. Today we have a new ball from Roto. It is, I believe, going to be in the HP3 line. It is asymmetrical, so we are throwing it back a little bit to Rubicon times. It has the Rondo core, but it has been beefed up. So it's a beefed up version of the Rondo core. Higher diff, intermediate diff is about the same at 10, I believe. So it's giving me very much UC2 vibes, which I'm sure isn't going to break anybody's heart. I drilled it with a 5 3/4 inch pin, a 4.5 inch mass bias, and a 3 inch buffer. I kind of went with the weaker layout because it had so much diff to start with. All the specs will be on the screen. So we've got the house shot behind us. It's been used a little bit, so that should be good for something like the Gremlin. We might see it wiggle a little down the lane because there was quite a few plastic balls that have gone, but let's see. I've thrown one shot with it so far, so you're going to learn with me. So let's have a look. Well, that's pretty much what I did the first time I threw it as well. So, like I say, it's a house shot. It is a little bit used, but it hasn't been used by very many people who had high performance balls. So, let's see, let's continue to throw a few shots and then we'll move around the lane. Definitely a little bit too quick to play that straight up the lane. Where am I going to see this fit? Well, I'm kind of thinking it's going to fit right below Attention Star, just because of the cleaner cover. And the Attention Star has been I don't like the word staple, but a staple in a lot of people's bags since it came out. And I think we've kind of been lacking that option that's like a little cleaner and a little more bang down the lane. So let's move a little bit left, see if we can get it to continue to come around the corner. It is really, really clean through that front part of the lane. It is reminding me a lot of the UC2. I think you'll hear that in a lot of the videos. UC2 was one of those strange balls that when it first came out, I think people wanted it to be what the Attention Star is now. They kind of were trying to force it a little bit too far up in their bag. And I think as it got to the point where it was getting discontinued, people started to realize that it had a really good spot, especially for slower speed players who wanted to see something to get through the front part of the lane but have that pop down the lane. They started to really like it. So I think that now we've got other balls further up the bag. This might see more play. I mean, that looks pretty nice. Like I say, I think you're going to be able to use this. I think ladies are going to love this ball because I think they're going to see free return down the lane. Whereas the guys with a little bit more rev rate might end up going to a symmetrical ball. I really think lower rev rate players are going to like this one a lot. It just, like I say, it really keeps coming. It's very easy to get through the front part of the lane. So when you can use a little bit less speed, you can see a lot more motion down the lane. And because it doesn't kind of lose its energy getting there, like it has a lot more pop to keep going. So a few more. That's gonna do well. I didn't think that one was gonna come back. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it gives me something off my attention star, whereas for me, like Equinox is kind of like adjacent to attention star. It's like kind of similar strength, just like a kind of a slightly different shape. This is going to be below those two. Let's go back straight again. See if I can roll one a little bit. And there it is, the Stu trademark 2-pin when we move right. All right, let's give it another try out there. That was better. That was better. I was a little slow and my spinner allowed it to come around the corner. I still don't think, for me, that's going to be the ball to play that. Well, that was a bit of fun. I don't see super clean angular balls as being very good for me playing kind of to the right. I don't really see that as their, I don't know, strength, shall we say. All right, let's throw a couple more and then we'll throw the attention star. Oh, I'm gonna like this one. Like, that's what I like to do. I like to be able to get my hand underneath it, kind of shape it to the right and watch it peel off it. And like, that really did that. All right, I'm happy. This is a ball that fits in a gap that I didn't have anything in that gap. Do you need it? I don't know. But for me, it's gonna be useful. I use Attention Star and Equinox quite a lot. Find myself kind of fighting it a little bit, trying to over-rotate them later on. This would have probably been pretty good for me at Nationals, that last game, when I was using Equinox and it kind of started burning up a little bit, getting a little like forward down the lane, shall we say, you know, it wouldn't keep coming. I think something like this Gremlin could have been quite useful. But anyway, let's throw Attention Star so you can kind of get to see the difference. For me, that one digs into the lane, picks up a little earlier, and then isn't quite as, it's almost like, it's like this motion, whereas the Gremlin is kind of that motion. Like, this is more of a longer hooking motion. The Gremlin's more like skid to the spot and then peel off it. I would think that this Attention Star would be better for me doing the straighter thing. See, it like picks up in the front part of the lane and then it just like rolls off it. Here is the Equinox, drilled slightly weaker. This Equinox is probably about 1/2 inch weaker than the Gremlin or the Attention Star. Attention Star and Gremlin have basically the same layout. I would expect this to be a little more forward with having the longer pin. Yeah, I think I would have to like manipulate that more. I brought that one because the only Equinox that I've been using has a stronger pin than either the Attention Star. So I kind of wanted to have something that would flare a little less a comparison. So let's rotate it a little more, see where we get to. Can we get some pins? Here we go. Yeah, like you can see, that one ain't it on this. So I'm gonna put the other camera on to give you sort of like the bird's eye view, I guess. Okay, like you can see from that kind of bird's eye view, I hope that gave you like a better idea of the difference between the Attention Star and the Gremlin. We're messing around with more camera angles to try and make it so you have a more immersive experience, kind of like trying to understand the ball motion a little better. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this shirt or any of the shirts I ever wear, check out coolwick.com, use discount code BEEFSTEW10. This ball is coming out in July. The date is right here. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We are trying to get to 30,000. And also, we have a shorts channel, so check that out, BArnzy Shorts. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.